Hello, I'm Christiana Ellis, and this is 5 More Minutes. It's currently 8:41 a.m. on Sunday, January 11th, and I slept in a little bit, as you can see. But it's Sunday. I'm entitled. I'm impressed, actually, that my dog Linda allowed me to sleep in this long. But anyway, here we are. So today I want to talk about something very important, and I came to a big decision related to this earlier this week. And some of the bigger implications of it played out yesterday. And so I'm finally ready to talk about my romance option in Dragon Age Inquisition. So this is a BioWare game like previous Dragon Age games and Mass Effect games. And so one of the big parts of this role-playing game is that you're able to romance one of your party members. And it's always one of the most interesting and fun parts of these games. And especially when the characters are written really well, it can become something that you agonize over, which I kind of did in this particular situation. I actually tweeted a little while ago that I was having significant anxiety about who to choose. So to lay the groundwork, let me tell you a little bit about my particular character in this game. She is a female Kunari warrior, and those of you who don't know all about Dragon Age, Kunari they're people, but they're like a race of people that they're very big and very strong, and they have horns out of their head. The horns can look various different ways, but they tend to be more like goat or cow horns, not like antlers. And most Kunari follow what's known as the Qun, which is basically a very strict religion that has rules about everything in life. But my Kunari warrior is what's known as Talvashoth, which just means that she was raised away from the Qun. So she is still big and kind of scary looking for normal people, especially because most Kunari that people know about follow this strict religion, and she's got the horns, and so she really would stand out and be different. But she doesn't really know that culture. She knows, the normal culture in this land, but she's always been self-conscious about the horns, about being big, about being seen as scary, and she ended up gravitating into mercenary work. Gosh, this is taking up so much time. Okay, I got to get faster. So the choices were ultimately narrowed down to either Blackwall, who is a Grey Warden, noble warrior type, got a cool beard, very, the reluctant but noble warrior type. And then you've also got the Iron Bull, who is also a Kunari, and he follows the Qun at first, but seems like he's only kinda. And he's really big and tough, but he's also got a huge sense of humor. He's also a mercenary, and he doesn't seem to take things as seriously. So what's the choice, right? Well, I had a dilemma between these two because both characters were written really well, and they represented sort of two polar opposites of what my character might be interested in, because she can really admire Blackwall's nobility and his sense of self-sacrifice for for the cause. But then there's also the fellow Kunari aspect for Iron Bull. There's also the fact that he seems to have a confidence in him that my character sometimes lacks, and she would respect that. But there was the aspect that he followed the Qun, and that seemed to, he would never be with a Talvashoth. Well, gosh, I might have to actually talk about some of the dynamics that led me to this decision a little bit more later. But I guess what I'll just go ahead and say now that I'm coming up to 5 minutes is I've chosen Iron Bull, and I feel that I've made the right decision. So that's just about 5 minutes for today. You can find everything that I do over at ChristianaEllis.com. I am at Christiana Ellis on Twitter, and I'll be back first thing tomorrow morning with 5 more minutes.